Ravion, I stand before you today humbly, willing and overjoyed to commit the rest of my days to you. As we prepare to embark on this journey together, we will need to look to God, first and foremost, to light our path. But even as we walk on a path that is well lit, we will certainly come across our share of hurdles and hazards. So while God will act as our guiding light, we will have to rely on each other to navigate the path forward.
Jonathan, you are my best friend. You've been there for me through highs and lows. You're my rock. You allow me to be my true self with everything that brings. Through keel over, can't breathe laughter, and sobbing so hard I can't speak tears. The love you demonstrate awes me in its unwavering purity. With you, I feel important, I feel beautiful, I feel cherished, supported, and needed.
Love is a broad term, one that is often misinterpreted, mistaken, and misunderstood. I was afraid that a simple declaration of my love would ring hollow if unaccompanied by a thoughtful interpretation of the word love. I've done a bit of reflection on what it means to love, and I'd like to take this time to share it with you now. To love is to provide. I vow to provide for you always. I'm not being superficial when I say that either. While financial provision is important and essential, I'm aiming to provide for you on a deeper level. I want to provide a source of stability in your life, to create a safe space for you so that you can be yourself in our home. I want you to be able to vent to me about your problems, and I want you to feel comfortable with bringing your thoughts and ideas to me. So my vow to love you is also a vow to give you the latitude to be you.
You've taught me compassion, compromise, patience, and simply how to pause, breathe, and be. Today, I choose you to be my husband. Today, I choose to be your wife. Today, I give you a piece of me I've never given, to be fully yours, to be your partner, lover, and friend, to have you as my provider, my protector, my backbone, my core, to relinquish what I've always held so tightly.
To love is to protect. Not only do I want to protect you physically, but I want to protect you spiritually and emotionally as well. Your mental health is something sacred that needs nurtured and guarded. So my vow to love you is also a vow to be a buffer around your body, mind, and spirit. To love is to empathize. I vow to treat you with the utmost respect. I will treat your wants and needs as though they were my own. I will try to understand your feelings, and I will try to work to facilitate your ambitions. To have empathy for you is to love the good in you and to embrace any flaws. I believe that knowledge is the dominant attribute of power, so my vow to love you is also a vow to spend my days learning about who you are on the inside so that we remain strong on the outside.
Today, with a heart full of love, I promise to keep God as our center and foundation. I promise to always thug it out with you, through good and bad, high and low. I won't promise perfection, but instead to promise hard work, attention, and care.
Because Jonathan and Ravion have made their vows to each other, and before God and before all of us, I pronounce them to be husband and wife. Jonathan, you may now kiss your wife.
So love is to adapt. I vow to grow with you as we traverse through life together. I'm madly in love with you today, but time will change everything that it greets, and you and I are no exception. So a commitment to you now is also a commitment to the woman who you will become later. One of my great fears in life is that we would someday grow apart. but I'd argue that this is a good fear to have, because fear in moderation can be an effective motivator.
Please never go to bed angry. Stay up all night, figure it out. Remember, the secret to a good marriage remains a secret. Nobody knows. But I believe respect, communication, and God will get you through. That's the key in my mind. And John, honestly, when I was writing this letter, I got a little emotional, thinking that I was losing my sister, but then I realized I'm gaining a brother. And I wish you both the best. You're now there to travel with her and sing karaoke.
My commitment to growing with you rather than apart from you will require me to be a man who is open to change. I will need to be open to trying new things. I will need to be prepared to take on new challenges and exercise flexibility in my ideals and worldview. This may be one of the more difficult aspects of love, but it's also a necessary one. As the seasons change, you will too. So my vow to love you is also a vow to be present within your mind and body so that we grow in tandem, not as individuals. To love is to work. These vows have only captured a small snapshot of what my commitment to this marriage will be. We'll have our ups and downs, good times and bad. But what is important for us to understand is that for this to be a healthy relationship, we will always have to put the work in. What does work look like? I don't have enough wisdom to say. But I vow to do the work whenever I notice that the work needs to be done. You're beautiful, inside and out, and I want you to know that. And my ultimate vow to you is that I'll be by your side, willing to thug it out for as long as God sees fit.
I promise honesty and self-accountability. I promise to remain your biggest fan. I will always be the first and last person in your corner. I promise to give lovingly, generously, timelessly, and with an open mind and heart. I promise to love you, honor you, cherish you. You are forever my best friend, my shoulder to lean on, my husband, my everything. I do, I will, and I always will. You are mine forever, and I am yours.